Alright guys, so it snowed, which means no work. When it snows in Kentucky, you can't do nothing. But luckily for me, I had a garage upgrade waiting in the wings for this specific day. Well, not this specific, but a specific day when I had some free time. I gotta continue doing the full setup on the 55. So while I'm working on that, I need air. So let's work on this garage kit. I was using the old, if you've ever had one of these are the 3/8 lines from Walmart. This is like full on garbage, cheap. I think you get 50 foot of this for like 12 bucks. Old school, doesn't work. I had it, all clamped together. As you can see, the garbage down here in the floor, it was all clamped together with brass, and it just leaked all the time. Tired of it. Tired of the compressor kicking on morning, noon, and night. One, it runs up energy bills because 220 compressor. Also, it's annoying to be in bed and 12 o'clock at night. It runs. So, anyway, let me flip you around here and I'll show you what I got. This, I hope I'm saying correctly, is from Sky. It is a 3/8 200 psi airline kit from eBay. Comes with 100 foot of hose. This is like, I kind of feel like it's the plastic hose that's coiled, when you get with every compressor. But I don't know. It don't move very well. Again, it's an airline kit. Thankfully, comes with all of your fittings. These are your 90s, your air fittings, all like quick coupled. This is your distribution blocks, your workstation blocks, whatever you want to call them. And here's the rest of the fittings, the holders to hold them against the pipes, or the holder pipes, excuse me, to the walls. All of your screw-on fittings, everything. Comes in one kit. This was like 70 bucks. So it's not the expensive kit. If I knew the line was that small, I probably would have went with a 1/2 inch kit instead of a 3/8 kit. So, anywho, we're going to install this baby. I need one station up there for that hose reel, one station up here for that hose reel. And again, as I said, this old airline's what I had in here. I never meant for it to be a forever thing. It was always meant to be temporary till I could get a good, airline system. I've had PVC. It kept getting hot, blowing the joints apart. I've had, I just ran one airline, which, it sucks to run one airline because in a shop, you need multiple air stations. So that way you don't have a hose running all in the floor like an extension cord. It's a nightmare. So, yeah, we're going to fix this today, hopefully with this 3/8 kit. Again, 70 bucks, 3/8, all the fittings. I was like, if it works, awesome. If it don't, yeah, it's 70 bucks, but come on, 70 bucks. So, what I think I want to do is work backwards. So I'll start with over here, and I'll start by putting on one of the workstations out of this kit, which is this plastic thing. It actually comes with a hose cutter too. But I'm going to put one of these on with one of the actual connectors. Screw it to the ceiling for my airline to hook to. And we'll work our way backwards from there. So it'll go from there across the ceiling to probably a T to run to this one, because I don't use two of them at the same time. So we'll tee it to this one, or actually we'll tee it to another one of the workstation fittings here on the ceiling. Then we'll go elbow in, and from there I'll have it connected to all of my air dryers and everything, which are underneath that manifold right now. Well, header, whatever you want to call it. But there's one more in there. So I got 4 total. And, yeah. We'll try to get all the air manifold on the wall in there before it comes out here. So one, I ain't got to look at it. Two, it's not like right here where it was. Cleans up the walls. And three, if I drain it, it's in the compressor room where it's, you know, fine if it gets wet. Out here, I don't want, you know, wet concrete. So let me get this stuff set up here. Get the airline and everything, or the air regulators and filters set up on the wall, you know, mounted and everything, because, you know, that is what it is. You don't need to see that, you know, put together, but you want to see this airline kit go together. So let's get busy. So the first thing I need to do is a little bit of pre-assembly, because I need to put the fittings onto these. I've got a couple adapters I need to put. This is a check ball, by the way, which I'm going to put on the very beginning of the system. So that way if there's a line leak or anything like that, that'll kill it instantly. So yeah, let's pre-game this, as I said. Let's hook this stuff up. I got you on my camera stand, so kind of put you together here. So anyway, these are the they're called workstations, but I just call them wall mounts. That's what they are, basically. I'm gonna dump those. I know I am, but yeah. So that's what all these are for, is these ends. You're gonna say that don't go together, but yeah. Definitely gonna use a wrench, not try to power handle it on here, because that is pretty thin plastic. But let me get a wrench. So it's a 17 on the plastic. We're going to, hopefully their Teflon they use is good. You know, try to give it a little snug. You know, you ain't got to send it to Jesus right off the bat, but alright. That's that one. Got to do 2 more of those. And this is the adapter for the tank to this fitting. So it's got to go on. Is there 17 also? It is, yeah, we're getting lucky today. Okay. Again, check ball comes straight out of the tank. They also come with a shut off for the system. I'm going to put it on the wall. I like to shut my air off at night while I'm not in here for safety's sake. Alright, now this goes straight onto the tank. We'll do that right here in a second. But I'm going to finish doing these workstations. I got 2 more to do. One I'm going to run outside, on the outside of the garage wall, because they're constantly needing air for something outside. Bike tires, car tires, anything else. You know, might use it to blow out the vehicle. But I got to do 2 more of those. So I'll cut you on after I get that done. So here's something you won't see from me very often, and that is climbing a ladder. Even a step ladder. Don't like heights. But we need to get this up there. So let's do it. Sheet metal screw. These are roofing screws. Trying to go up any higher than I have to. So. 2 would probably hold it, but you know. Let's put 4 in it because overkill. Overkill. Yeah, and I know them screws are really long, but it's what I had, so that's what it's getting. Now I gotta go over on the other side and hook it up. Well, I gotta put the workstation on and then put the hose reel back up too. So fun. After I fell off this little bitty ladder 5 times. Alright, that one's done. Same thing on the other side. Just gonna screw it up, put my hose reel up, and then we should be able to start running line. Alright, so what I did here is these are these little line clips, sort of like fuel line clips. They come with the kit. Put one up here first because I have to go over the light to this one, and as I said, this stuff's kind of like that springy blue hose you get with everything, and it don't really want to straighten out that much, so it's going to be a fight to take it over that light. Yeah, so I wanted to start with that little hose holder so I can run it through there and make it easier to push in and then straighten and then tighten down up on the wall, you know, because this ain't gonna be easy, because that crap is just hard. I mean hard. But maybe that's a good sign. Maybe that means it'll hold up really well. But yeah, I'm gonna run this one real quick, then I'll put another one probably on the other side of the car until I'm done with this, and then I'll put one in the middle later on. Might put one about here also, just to keep it sort of straight. But let's run this stuff real quick.
Losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headaches stack. Restlessness to hell and back. What's my purpose? What do I grab? A slippery surface, a heart attack. And sometimes you just gotta believe there's something that'll give you relief. There's something that'll have what you need. What you need. We're broken, it's tragic. We're not all elastic, but maybe there's magic. Believe you could have it. And I know of sadness, the anxious and panic, the infinite vastness of all that is blackness.
That's basically the ceiling lines ran, which is like, it's not hard. No, it's not hard at all. So the thing is, this line has a very not very flexible. You know, as I said, it's plastic basically. This one's a little bit tight. I'm afraid these joints are going to blow right here and right here, just for the simple fact that they're so twisted. If they are that bad, I'll just cut a longer loop and, you know, pretty much loop it around to it. Got my elbow up there. So far I've used a T and an elbow. That's it. Besides the 2 workstations, but those don't really count because those don't do anything extra. So, but yeah, it's not super tight to the ceiling. I'll get another one in there later, and if I have to, I'll unhook this one, cut it down, and pull it a little tighter. But it ain't really bothering me. You know, it's out of the way. It's on the ceiling. You know, it's not really far down. I don't care. It's not affecting my light. So yeah. But now we're going to start coming down the wall, and we'll have to go down and elbow in because that's the hole I have for it. But yeah, pretty easy so far. We're just going to continue on. So I have to get an adapter from this to one of the, hold on, I'll show you. If I can find one quick enough. Alright. I have to get an adapter from that to one of these, or one of these. So from here to one of these to plug in, and then I need one up there also that adapts to go screws into there, which will probably be that one, because yeah, you can see how big they are. That's where I had the plastic push-on line, but gotta have those to adapt to hook to this. So push on, and the air system's done. So I'm not gonna screw this up here, but you can see what I was doing. It's impossible to get you in here with me. Again, this goes to the hose outside, 90 up, 90 over, T. This end will go to the top of this, which I have another 90 for right here. This one will go to there, and then we should be good to go. I should be able to turn it on at that point and see if this stuff works or not. Hopefully it does, because one, I hate going through the process of arguing with an eBay person, and two, I need my compressor, so I gotta run out and get these fittings. Okay, so the parts I had to go to the store for, which it's quite a bit later, but it was, these are called bushings, even though, you know, they're not bushings. But I needed it from the tank to this fitting, which is right here, and that's a 1/4 inch by brass. And then I needed another one to go into the filter. So one for the tank, one for my filter regulator. I don't ever use it as a regulator, I just leave it wide open. But one goes up here, right where you can't see. I can't even see it. And then one goes right here with the fitting on it right here. And then that connects to this fitting, which will screw on like that and connect the air line. So it's basically done at this point, but I'm going to finish this stuff up and I'm going to kick it on and we're going to see how it does. Alright, that should be done and done. Let's, you know, you can really take your time and screw it up right, make sure everything's perfect. Me, I don't care. I just wanted air. A lot of this stuff ain't going to be seen. This is the only stuff that's going to be seen. Don't really care. As I said, as long as it works. And I'm going to go inside. I'm actually going to turn this off. I'm going to run in the house. Is that off or on? That's off. Got the tank off. Go in the house, turn the breaker back on. Come back out. Flip it on. See what happens. Alrighty. Here we go. I don't know if this one over here is open or not. I'll give it a second. It builds up all the line pressure. Sounds like I hear it leaking though. Did I shut this thing off? Yep, shut that off. Closing these a little bit. It takes it a second to build up pressure. So that valve was open. It takes a minute to build up pressure where it closes all the valves and everything. Give it just a second here. Trying to speed it up, but it ain't. Almost to that point. Alright, there we go. This has a ton of air leaking past it. Like a ton of air, what the crap? This might be bad. The shut off. There's a bunch of air coming out right here. It might kick off at a certain PSI too. Yeah, this thing sucks. It's not working at all. That thing is not working. Do I have it backwards? I got it backwards. Alright, let me fix this real quick. Well, it's not leaking. I have it on. Now the real test begins. When it gets to 120, and I leave it. If it blows off at night, it's, you know, back to being where I was. Air leaking, getting problems. So you gotta really push them things on there. But as of now, no leaks. Gonna let the compressor finish building up, and we'll see what she does. Well, boys and girls, we might have a winner. It's off. I don't hear nothing leaking. I do just a smidge. Cannot tell where it's coming from. So it's a very, very slow leak. But other than the leak I can't really find at this moment, maybe it's not leaking. Maybe I'm just hearing the compressor, you know, after it shuts off, they kind of leak a little bit. So maybe that's all I'm hearing. I could just be hearing the mini split running. But leaking. It's leaking right here at this joint. Them things I knew were gonna be junk on that end. Them workstations, I just got a feeling they're gonna be junk. I'm thinking they're kind of pressed in there instead of like screwed in. Because, yeah, I think they're pressed in because I can twisted my fingers and it ain't coming out, so I'm guessing them were pressed in somehow. But it's better than it was. It leaked all the time before. I'm going to shut off the actual air lines out here just to make sure it don't pop or nothing during the night. Got a little shut off on my regulator setup. And trust me, that regulator setup, I know everybody's like, that's junk. Okay. Yeah, Harbor Freight. But I get absolutely zero moisture in my lines, period. Though that is probably, let's think, $40, let's see, 40, I think I paid 15, and then 10. $100. The motor guard one, you put a roll of toilet paper in, it's like $200, so still cheaper. But I'm going to leave this overnight. We're going to see what happens. But I honestly think that fixed that. No more crappy blowing airlines, you know. So we're going to see how it does in the next couple of weeks. But thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. There'll be more videos like this coming up. And if you're interested, we started a tactical channel, you know, for pew-pews. I don't know what you can say on here. I know TikTok's crazy with it, but 606 Tactical, if you want to watch that. We've got some stuff coming up. But I'm going to get out of here. It's pretty late. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Lost my voice there. Next video.